What's happening, guys? So we are back in Yellowstone for some winter wildlife photography. Super stoked to be out here. This is the first time we've been here in the winter, and yeah, let's see what we can find. Yellowstone has long served as a refuge for North America's largest land mammal, the bison. What's happening, guys? So it's a nice early morning here in Lamar Valley, and we got these big bull bison out here, and they're covered in frost. So it's gonna make some pretty cool pictures, I think. I'm just waiting on this one bison right here to pick his head up, and then I'm gonna fire off some shots. So hopefully he'll pick up his head soon. This is awesome though. Temperatures that morning had dropped to negative 21 degrees, but bison are incredibly well adapted for conditions like this. Their thick winter coats provide so much insulation that the snow and frost can actually collect on their backs without melting. And for us, the frost was exactly what we were hoping for. It completely transformed the scene, creating incredible opportunities to photograph these animals against a beautiful winter backdrop. As snow began to fall across the landscape, a sense of quiet and awe seemed to settle over Yellowstone. High above us, bighorn sheep moved along the rocky slopes, almost like statues against the morning light. And then we came across Limpy, one of Yellowstone's most famous coyotes. Coyotes possess remarkable intelligence and adaptability, and Limpy has become known for something pretty unusual. He actually fakes a limp or injury because he's learned that if people believe he's hurt, they will offer him food. As fascinating as it was to witness this behavior, it's a reminder of why feeding wildlife can do far more harm than good. Limpy now spends much of his time close to the road, begging for food and approaching people, behavior that puts him at serious risk of eventually being hit by a car. The deeper we explored the park, the more this frozen world seemed to reveal. Along the way, another coyote gave us an incredible opportunity as it moved through untouched powder. Even in the middle of winter, Yellowstone's rivers remain full of life. This is an American dipper, North America's only aquatic songbird. These little birds have a transparent third eyelid that acts almost like a pair of goggles, allowing them to see while diving beneath the surface. And wherever there was wildlife, ravens never seemed too far away. This is fantastic. We got 5 different coyotes all up on this hill, and they keep switching off, coming down to this carcass. This is pretty awesome. Here we go. For the next few hours, we sat there and watched what felt like a frenzy unfold, as one coyote would move in, grab what it could, and quickly be chased off by another before giving way to the next. In the depths of winter, a carcass like this can be an incredibly valuable source of food. Coyotes are opportunistic hunters and scavengers, and when food becomes harder to find, they'll take advantage of whatever the landscape provides. It had been an incredible few days exploring Yellowstone's northern range. However, there was still one animal we hadn't been lucky enough to find: the wolf. But the next morning, we would be heading deep into the interior of the park, an area that during the winter is inaccessible to regular vehicles and can only be reached by snow coach or snowmobile. And we were hoping it would finally lead us to the animal that we'd come here to find.
Alright, so after a few days of exploring the northern range up in the Lamar Valley, we're about to head into the interior on this big old snow coach here. I'm stoked to get in there. Alright, here we go.
As we made our way into the interior, Yellowstone felt like a completely different world, a true winter wonderland. And right off the bat, we had a quick encounter with a bald eagle perched just off the road, scanning for prey below. Our luck with coyotes continued as well, giving us another opportunity to get low and capture a few shots as one moved through the snow. During winter, even Yellowstone's bison take advantage of the roads. Moving through deep snow requires a tremendous amount of energy, so these packed down routes provide a much easier way for them to travel. And at times, that meant sharing the road with an entire herd. As we continued further into the interior, around every corner was another incredible winter scene. We came upon a herd of bison gathered near one of the thermal areas. During the winter, bison are drawn to these places because the warmer ground means less snow. They use their massive heads to sweep and push aside the snow, making it easier to reach the vegetation beneath the surface. Watching these enormous animals clash and send snow flying into the air was exhilarating, and a vivid reminder of just how formidable they are, even to a pack of wolves. High above the bison, wolves watched from the mountainside. They had been there all along, So we got the Wapiti wolf pack. They are all coming this way and they're working their way along this hill ridge. This is so cool. I'm gonna get some shots. As the pack moved through the snow, we were given a rare glimpse into the world of the wolf. Watching them play and interact in this frozen landscape was something neither of us will ever forget. A wolf pack is, at its core, a family. Those strong social bonds allow them to hunt cooperatively, raise their young, and even help injured or older members of the pack survive. The pack was moving fast along the hillside, following the Madison River, and if we wanted to stay with them, we had to move just as quickly. We ran through deep snow toward the river, trying to get ahead of them and into photographic range. Then, one wolf broke off from the pack and came down the hillside toward us, stopping just on the other side of the river. Waist deep in snow and shoulder to shoulder, my brother and I stood next to one another and looked across the river as this beautiful wolf looked right back at us. Wolves are a keystone species and play an important role in Yellowstone's ecosystem, but their history here is also a reminder that their future can never be taken for granted. Eventually, the pack disappeared into the trees, and just like that, our first winter in Yellowstone came to an end.